Hello guys, it's D to the B here, and today we're going to be talking about why Mulan 2020 failed, or at least some guesses. To let you know, I have never seen the film, so I'm not going to know what's going to happen in it, but I've heard some things. Alright, let's get to the video. Alright, now let's get into the issues. Let's start with the first thing that happened with this movie. First situation that happened with the film was the report of Sazu being removed from the film itself, which did kind of tick off some people. I know, because I was one of them. I'm guessing one of them was the removal of Sazu, because he was a big part of the original movie. Granted, the Chinese audience did not like this character for some reason. I don't know. I don't really count their opinions because it's a different country, but that's just me. Alright, now let's get into the next prediction. The second thing I think definitely put another nail in the coffin was that they were removing Lang Shai from the movie. If that's not how you pronounce his name, then I am sorry. I cannot pronounce it for some reason. His removal from the film caused a really big catastrophe. One I even got in on. And I think this put a big nail in the coffin because he's such a lovable character, and getting him removed for political reasons I don't like getting into is ridiculous, and I think it turned a lot of people away from the film, which is understandable. Now, let's go into the next topic. Let's get this one quickly out of the way before I get into the next one. Obviously, one thing that did nail the coffin on this project was the current pandemic with the beer bug, because YouTube will not let me say the actual word for some reason. I don't know why, but it obviously did have a big effect on the projects. I think there were some other films who were affected by this as well before they were released on DVD. I think Onward may have been one, but granted there's a lot of things going on with Onward. A movie for a different time. Alright, let's get to the next nail. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this into fact real quick. So according to what I've heard, China's films have very strict rules. One, it cannot be talking about freedom or something like that. Like, Star Wars is obviously on their no-no list. For some reason Transformers was, but I don't know, I don't get China. And obviously films that go everything against the China way obviously will not get a sponsorship for where they were filming the locations or anything like that, and also China not liking the film as a whole. Granted, they did not like the original either, so yeah. But yeah, I think this definitely add another nail to the coffin of this movie, which I have heard is abomination and good at the same time from two separate people, two different opinions. Alright, let's get into the biggest one of them all. Biggest nail of the coffin of this movie was the Disney Plus description. Let me explain. So Disney Plus, some point, released on Disney Plus that you can get a select premiere access to watch the movie. But here's the thing I think went wrong with that. Who in their right mind would pay $29 to add on extra for their Disney Plus subscription? Who does that? Like, if it was a theater and you were paying to get food and tickets and seats, and you were just watching the movie in the big screen, Yeah, I can understand that. But this is a streaming service that you're paying way more than a theater ticket. So, why would you want to add an extra $29 to your $7 subscription or your $70 subscription, which in my case is $70 because I paid for the yearly access? Who in their right mind would pay $29 more for this movie? Or a whole new access? Maybe if it was a bit cheaper, I guess they would make the exception, but $29. If you add that onto math, just give me a second, I'm gonna calculate for a little bit. So I'm back, and I made the calculations. It did take me a while for the monthly one, but this is what I got from both the descriptions. So obviously for the $70 one, adding to the $29.99, that would equal $100, which is a lot, but not the worst out of the two. Then I calculated the monthly, and then found out that the monthly subscription is even more. It's $125.87 per month, or as a total for all the months. So yeah, why would they want to add on more money to pay for Disney Plus? It's like going into a theater, and hear me out on this, it's like going into a theater, sitting down, watching your movie, and then a guy comes out of nowhere and just said, hey, you can get these extra awesome seats that can fly if you pay $29 more for your tickets. Now, what would you do? Would you A, just take your regular seat and say no thank you, or B, would you go with the chairs and add more to your ticket that you are not aware of? If you're a common sense person, you would say, heck no. Why would I pay $29 more for the ticket that I have right now, and while I'm watching the movie? Okay, maybe not the best analogy, but it's something. It's just, it's as dumb as that. Like, why would you pay for a whole different seat if you've already paid for another one, and you have to pay more money just to get that specific seat? How does that make any sense? But granted, maybe there is something like that. I'm not aware. And yeah, I think that's the final conclusion that I'm gonna have for today. The movie did fail, and I'm glad it did. Do you know why? Because I'm so tired of these live-action Disney remakes. Like, they're so bad. Like, why do fans keep watching them? I have completely given up. The only rare cases of live-action Disney movies that I liked was Jungle Book and, surprisingly, Christopher Robin's. That's it. Nothing else. Modern Disney, it sucks. But that's my analogy. Tell me what you would, in the comments, what you think caused the problem. And tell me how you felt about the movie. I'm not gonna, hate you for liking it. I know there are some people who liked it. Sorry, that's my cat. So, if you like it, it's fine. If you didn't like it, that's also fine. I just personally didn't watch it because I didn't care. And that's it for today, guys. This is D to the B, signing off.